Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Hobby Night. Woo! I'm Angela, and today, sadly, I'm not joined by Shea, but I am still dressed like a Pokemon character. Jessie, to be accurate. Haha. I found another Pokemon costume in my closet because I have multiple, apparently. And I thought today...
Doesn't every adult?
I think every adult does. I think today we're going to finish up this Charizard because Shea got her Ninetales done, but I did not get my Charizard done. Also, hello to everybody in chat who is already here. Lovely to see you. Hammy-chan and Havman, how you guys doing today? I am pulling out one of the paints I used last time, and hopefully I can find the same one that I did because I don't actually fully remember what color it was, and I don't know if I actually put it in the correct order. But I think it was this one. I think it was Mythic Turquoise. This looks correct. I'm gonna check the other container. Yeah, because I don't think it was that. That's a wash, so yes, definitely not that. That's also a wash. It could have been... No, Omega Blue is the metallic version, and I don't think it's Legion Green, so pretty sure we're gonna find this correctly. Hello, Star Fury! It's lovely to see you. How you doing? I just want to check, because I do have some very Ray Gun Glow. Maybe it was Ray Gun Glow? You know, it might have been Ray Gun Glow. The only other option... Ghoul green. No, I don't think it was a green. I really don't think it was a green, chat. Okay, I think it might have been this ray gun color, actually. Hello, I'm here to steal your Pokemon. Hand them over right now. Give them to me. Give them all to me. Give me your Pokemon. All right, I need... Before we go to... that. I need to find the orange I was using. Which was definitely not that, because that's the glaze. Where is... Too many paints. Too many paints, everybody. Oof. Okay, I was struggling to pick that box up for like way too long. Okay, I think it was Orange Flare. This looks correct. Yeah, that's gonna be too red. And then I'm actually gonna bring in, I don't think I used this last time, but I'm gonna bring maybe a little bit of Solar Flare, because I went a little yellow previously. He really doesn't have a lot of yellow on him except for on his belly. Ben, I understand that completely. I could look at the old footage and figure it out, but it's not that big of a deal. I also want it to be brighter because he's still, like, my problem is I love what I've had happen here. And I especially love the teal that's happening on his wings, but I actually think the orange needs to pop here. And on the camera especially, but even in real life, he's looking a bit more red than Charizard actually is. Charizard is actually extremely orange. And so I want to emphasize that. Now I also need to grab a somewhat medium size or smallish dry brush. That's gonna be too stiff. I want it to be softer than that. Maybe I could do that one. Do I have one that's in like a kind of worse condition so I don't feel as bad about potentially wrecking it? That's not wide enough. Aha, here we go. Perfect. This will be perfect. Yeah, I mean, honestly, this does look like the color, so I think it might have been what I was using. Now we're gonna be extra careful because I have white sleeves on and I really don't want to get white all over or paint all over my white outfit.
Do you need to do something else for your shirt?
No, it's fine. I'm more just kind of making a comment about it. Okay, yeah, I like what this is doing. It's already brightening it up. Yeah, some of his scales just ended up being still way too red. Unacceptable, frankly. He's a Charizard. He is an orange boy. Or girl. You might get lucky and get a female Charmander. I definitely, at one point, when I was like restarting Red or something, or I think it would have been Fire Red, because I don't think they had genders in the original one, but once they had like, they did the remake of like Fire Red, I definitely restarted until I got girl versions of my starters so that I could breed them and give them to my friends.
That's right. That's why Nidorino and Nidorina.
Yep. Yeah, like those were the only gendered ones in the OG. And then they added like gender. I don't remember what generation.
Must have been the second.
Was it the second?
I think it was.
Man, was it gold and silver? Is that when it?
Very early.
I mean, I believe it. I just don't remember if it was like that early or if it was a little like later. But I guess, yeah, it must have been. Oh yeah, this is way, way better in regards to the orange. I have used makeup brushes for dry brushing. They do work really well. They're also relatively cheap to get a hold of. Hello, Ashley. How you doing? Yeah, like for example, his face needs way more orange on it. We're getting there. Let's see. Just messing with my focus real quick. There you go. Yeah, this is looking a lot better. I think what was happening before is too much of my purple was still shining through. And while I love that color, Charizard doesn't actually have any purple on him. We're just using it as a lovely undercoat. So we need to soften it a lot more than it was. Excellent, thank you for resharing that we're live. Very much appreciate that. Do make sure that if you're enjoying the content to give us a like. So YouTube knows that I'm doing a good job and boosts the video. Okay, yeah, the wings really needed it, I think, too. That's looking a lot better on camera already. I'm gonna emphasize the tummy area now. And I'm gonna go ahead and go over the stomach with the orange because we're gonna make it yellow. So having a little bit of this tone on there is probably not gonna really hurt us. And the only place we're probably gonna bring in like a more pure yellow outside of the stomach, of course, would be on the flame of his tail. Let's get these spines on the tail a bit more too. There we go. This is looking good. do need more orange though. I do think I'm gonna go a little bit into this, like right now we're using this brighter orange, and I think I'm gonna go a little bit into this yellow orange, at least on his belly, to help bring in those auburn colors, or the ochre colors for his stomach. Yes, smash that like a fighting type. I love it. Hello. I'm here to steal everybody's Pokemon. I need to get a Meowth plush. And or, let's see, Arbok. Jesse had the Arbok, and I think it was James that had the Wheezing, right? Yeah.
Yes. Oh, trust me, I've seen the fan art.
Oh my goodness, I bet there's tons. Favorite monster movie? Ooh, that's a good question. That is a good question. I don't remember what the name of it is off the top of my head, because it was a Korean horror film, but it definitely had like a kaiju-like monster in it, and it was really cool. It was, I believe the lead was like actually a comedy actor or something like that. I don't like.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I remember it being a really big deal. I want to say it came out when I was in college. Maybe a little after that. Let me see if I can look it up. Korean horror movie comedy actor. Maybe it was Parasite? Like not the... No, it wasn't Parasite. Like it had like a very short, like single syllable word name, I feel like. But now I don't remember, like I don't remember The Host, yes, thank you. Yes, The Host. That's it.
Wait, that one has a monster in it?
I think it does.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think the whole thing is that like it is a kaiju monster, but it's very like hidden. It's kind of Cloverfield-like in that regard of like they don't show it for the longest time.
I thought it was like Audition.
No. The Host is not like Audition.
Like I knew it was a horror movie. I didn't know it involved like a kaiju.
Yeah, no, The Host I believe involves a kaiju.
Like, if I could get my favorite monster movie,
Yeah.
Hellboy.
Oh.
I have nothing against horror movies. They just don't really get my blood going.
That's fair. Well, my horror style is more like I like supernatural stuff and or like okay.
You like ghosts.
I like ghosts. Yeah, I like ghost stories and I like when it comes to like monster stuff, I like the more I tend to go less kaiju with my monster, and it tends to be more like I like Dracula films. I like American Werewolf in London.
She's a monster fuck.
Yeah, exactly. And so like I like those kinds of monsters. Although I do enjoy a good like eldritch monster from time to time in regards to movies. Why are there different shapes of brushes? So the main reason that there are different shapes of brushes is so that you can apply paint in different ways. Angled brushes tend to allow you to pull sometimes a straighter line than say if you were using a round brush, which is more like, let me find one that's not covered in paint or glue. Like, so there's these flat brushes. Ooh, hold on, let me get on screen. So there's like these flat brushes, which you can either use on the flat side and get really big areas covered all at once, or you can pull thin lines this way, and sometimes the having that flat edge gets you a little bit of like a crisper line, whereas you can get a more organic line with a round brush like this. You can do those really, really big brushes. Like those are generally for covering a lot of space all at once, because when you're working, like, keep in mind that most paintbrushes are derived from people working on canvas, or in some cases back in the day, giant ceiling frescoes and all that kind of stuff, right? Thinking Michelangelo and all that. So those spaces are huge. Some of the canvases, like I don't know if you've ever gone to like a sort of gaudy or very high-end art museum where they have like a lot of the like really old giant pieces from like the Renaissance period or other era, like that era. Some of those paintings are fucking massive. Like they are the size of a business's wall type things. And so you need super large brushes to get some like big areas. And then you get these smaller, finer brushes for like doing details, doing more refined work, that kind of thing. Certain brushes also, like certain types of brushes, depending on what type of hair it's made with versus if it's synthetic hair, will hold paint differently. So like dry brushes tend to be brushes that the paint sits really lightly on the bristles and you can get it off pretty quickly, whereas like brushes that are meant for watercolor are very absorbent. They'll hold a lot of water really easily, and so they can keep the brush very wet, which might not be good for, say, dry brushing. So like that's the reason you want to try to pick and choose what brushes you're using. That's not to say that you can't use something that's meant for like holding moisture a lot to do dry brushing. I've definitely done it, but like that's the whole concept of why there are different ones in the first place. All right, I'm gonna pull out this. You know what? I don't actually know if I want to. I really like this very bright, like orange. And I just kind of want to make it even more so on my lizard. I hope that helped. Did that explain? I majored in something even less useful than art history, actually. I majored in comic books. I did take some art history classes, but my actual major was comic books. Very, very useful. All right, excellent. I'm feeling better. Oh, why did that camera freeze? Okay, I haven't. Oh, one of my cameras, like the overhead just froze. I'm gonna swap it to something else and
switch it to MacBook.
Yep, that's exactly what I'm doing. Hello, two of me. I might be upside down. Don't worry about it. I believe is it Camlink, right?
I think so, yeah.
Camlink. Okay, and I turned it off, and now if I turn it back on, no.
Oh, I like how you mess with the focus.
I know, as if that's gonna do anything.
Yes. You wouldn't get out of my way.
Oh, sorry. No, I will get out of your way.
All right. So
yeah, because that'll be
that.
Yep.
That's the Pro.
Mm-hmm.
This is on.
It's definitely on.
Okay.
Yep. Maybe we just got unplugged or something. One moment, folks.
So I'm having trouble seeing.
Oh, sure. Here, let me unplug and just replug it back in.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Did it?
Wait for it.
There it goes. Hello. All right, must have just timed.
Did you try turning it off and on again?
Not yet. Not yet. Comic books is a major. Believe it or not, it's a major.
Anything that can be sold is a major.
It's true. Anything that can be sold is a major. Yes, there's many schools actually.
I majored in video games.
That makes more sense though. I feel like people expect maybe people to go to school for that at this point, but like comic books maybe not so much. But yes, silly little major. It was actually very cool. I enjoyed that college experience. That's looking so much better. Oh yeah. All right, we need to make sure that we get on these like little undersides where we may not see as much, but we still want to make sure the paint gets there. Like that. That looks very untouched by anything other than purple. Let's fix that. Oh, chat is saying hello.
Hello.
Okay, I think, whoa, that arm is so not done. Okay, never mind. I was about to be like, I feel good until I saw this arm. And then I was like, that is a shit ton of just obvious purple. Cannot have that. Oh yeah, I just apparently didn't paint from this angle at all. See, this is why we check, chat. This is why we check. This is why you inspect the Pokemon that you steal from small children and are going to give to Giovanni before handing them to him. Gotta give the boss something pretty and clean. Brand spanking new. I don't know how it can be brand spanking new. We're stealing them from children, but it's fine. Excellent. Go say hi to Shea. Yes, she is streaming herself right now. See you when you get back. Okay, the flame is looking pretty cool. I can't wait to get some yellow on that and really make it pop. Make it pop. All right, where was that side that I said that yeah, there. That leg. Hello, Plastic Alchemist. How you doing? Oh my gosh, you shouldn't kick yourself when you miss a spot. Just go back and take care of it. It's all good. You can be like, ha 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 ha, what a fool I am, and then move on. You shouldn't beat yourself up for it. We all do it. Even the pros, they may not admit it, but I guarantee it they do it. Okay, that looks a lot better. All right, I am gonna do a little tiny bit of this other. I understand that, Star Fury. I've used magnifying glasses occasionally to do some like detail work, especially on like some really delicate projects. I'm sure that the older I get, the more I may have to use them. And yeah, Luke, for the stone, I'll probably do something relatively neutral. Man, like how that's looking. All right, we're starting to get a little bit more yellow on the belly. I'm gonna do a bit of really, really delicate dry brushing of this color on just the topmost spikes if I can, because I do like what it's doing. We will emphasize it on flame, because again, we need to push it even more yellow on those edges. We're looking good. All right, let me actually take a look at how ochre or not Charizard's chest actually is. Charizard. Okay, it's actually tannish. It's a bit tannish. So, oh, I actually need, I'm doing this the reverse. Oh, also I completely didn't hit it from that side. So let's do that. All right, there we go. That's better. Okay. If it's a tan color tone, what should I use? I never feel like I have like a good cream. Definitely not in that box of paints. What about this box of paints? What about this one? Sun bleached yellow, maybe. Cerebus brown. Could use, you know what, I'm gonna go with Vampire Fang and do what I kind of did, what I had Shea do when I had her over and she was painting her Ninetales. 40k miniatures, but when I'm painting tanks and dreadnoughts, you get caught up in weathering and chipping. Oh no, I totally understand that. All right, I'm gonna use a little bit of Nazdrag yellow on his belly. Just to warm up some of the shadows a bit. Like, I'm glad we still have the purple in there, but I do want to brighten it a smidge. Oh yeah, this is gonna look cool. All right, we need to get a little bit more there. We don't have to worry about the rock. We'll paint over it. They did like kind of mold his belly into it, so we do need to take care of that. I'm also grabbing a little bit of that OG yellow that I was using because I still didn't quite get the under side of this tail here, and I'm just gonna use that to emphasize it. I do think this is part of his like belly scale, so it should be the more yellowish tone. What is that? Is that just the rock? That's just the rock. Okay. Do not worry, it's just the rock. And not the pro wrestler of the rock, but literally a stone. You started painting in 5th ed? Me too. It would definitely be purple, yeah. If there was a hobby night color, it would be some form of purple. That is for sure. Okay, we need our yellower yellow. And then I'm gonna mix it with a little bit of this cream. Okay. Let's see if we can make this work. Kind of trying to just glaze the color on.
Color, you are like the most beautiful color the world has ever seen. You have skills beyond recognition. You are breaking free of the paradigm of color. Is that glazing working?
I think, you know what? I think it is.
Okay.
I think it is. You should write for an AI.
That's kind of what I was doing. I was trying to check
I understand.
my best, like,
I understand.
GPT
I
like 2 weeks ago or whenever that update was.
Yes, I agree, because that's exactly what I was getting. Oh my God, thank you.
Because every time I read like ChatGPT encouraging somebody, it's like, you're breaking free of the matrix, man.
Yep.
And I'm like, Jesus.
Oh my goodness.
Also, I like how you said I should write for ChatGPT.
I know.
Like that, there are layers to the irony of
I know there is. I'm glad that it got you. Oh yeah, no problem, Slink. My pleasure. Yeah, no, the Fanatics yellow is really good. The coverage is insane. You know, I wasn't really sure about my process with this, but I think it's going pretty well. He really needs, like, the mouth needs to be emphasized after this. Full ice mountain? The problem is he's a fire creature, he'd melt it. There we go. All right, let's go to these inner scales. Much more challenging to paint. Sorry, excuse me. Had a little cough there. Let's get water on my brush. And awkwardly go between his legs. All right, it is working. It's working. Especially happy with how it's working on his boobs.
Orals.
Whatever. A purple and pink crystal? Maybe. I think that's gonna be too much color. Like, I think neutral is probably the way to go just because he is so vibrant. And if you look at Pokemon like art a lot of the times, their environment is very soft, generally, in its appearance. I just realized I don't think I brought any water up here for myself.
Like a cup?
Yeah, like a drinking water.
Oh.
Like I have paint water cup. I need a drinking water cup. I'll get that later. This isn't a good model to use for that Star Fury just because you can't really get like inappropriate. Okay, I think we're looking okay. I think we're looking pretty good. I'm gonna let this dry a smidge. I'm gonna then wash it, and then I think we're gonna do a light dry brush so that it kind of matches a bit more of the texture that we've got going on his, like the scaly parts. In the meantime, I'm gonna pop up this blue. Oh, trust me, man. I'm very careful while not mixing up my paint water with my drinking water. Thank you. Oh, sweet. I picked the correct blue color. Yeah. I remembered correctly. Woo! 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 Thank you. All right. Water acquired. Huzzah! I need to find another different dry brush to use for my teal. Let me do that real quick. Honestly, I think no, I don't want to use that one. Maybe I'll think I'm gonna use this. I think this is the one. I think this is the paintbrush I want. Tis. He has all this really cool texture on his wings, and I wanted to bring it out a little bit more. And I have found that a quick and cheeky, easy way to do that is to paint it solid with one color, wash it with a contrast color, and then go back over top of it with that same solid color that you used previously as a dry brush to re-highlight. And then you just keep kind of going back and forth and doing that until you're satisfied. Because like, for example, I might go back in and do one more wash of my Croxagore scales, just because this has gotten a little, maybe a little bit more blue than I wanted. You know, it looks a lot brighter on the screen than it actually is. Like, it still looks weird. Yeah, it's more teal. Like, the green is actually showing up a bit more IRL than I think it is for you guys. Oh yeah, I guess it does kind of have that Detective Pikachu style. A little bit more of that realistic. Totally is. It's not an official licensed, like, Charizard design. It's a 3D print from Plot Twist is the person who sells them. Shea got them at a Renaissance fair she was at. They were selling them there. And I was like, that's really cool. I have one more that, actually, well, I have Charizard and Charmeleon that I can also paint from this particular set, but I also have a Vaporeon that I'd like to do on my OF page as a spicy stream. You know, for the memes and everything. Because I'm an adult. Okay, what it looks like there in the shadows, that's more what it looks like in real life. Which I think is looking pretty cool. Okay, this yellow is dry. So I'd like to wash it with a Sear from Sepia. Complete the set, collect them all. I do think they have, I believe that the artist has done at least the 150, but I'm not 100% certain about that. Ooh, sorry, burped a little bit. 100% certain about that. But I would not be surprised if they at least have done the first 150 Pokemon. Okay, yes, this brown wash is doing exactly what I wanted it to do. Dun, dun, dun. I love when my plans work. It's quite awesome. All right, we can go a little darker if we want. So we will be doing a smidge highlight probably. Would be my guess, based off my previous experience. And we'll probably not be highlighting the underside of the tail where we can't see it as much, but you can kind of pop out and see it at certain angles, just because I don't want to fuss with it and make it look weird in an ugly sort of way. And you're not going to be able to see it much when he's just sitting there, so it don't matter. Ooh, very cool. You're prototyping and designing your own hex space for your Battletech miniatures? That's really awesome. Okay, that's looking good. While that is drying, let's emphasize the flame, shall we? Yes. Yes, we shall. Chaos Cultist, can you please hand me the Fanatics yellow? Fanatics. Army Painter. Yeah.
Which one?
Both of them, because it's like a light yellow and a bright yellow, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool, thank you. All right, let's go for a really bright, redonkulous yellow. Yeah, that's good. I like the texture it's creating too. Beautiful. Charizard, your flame will glow so brightly. Okay, now we'll work our way out, which is why. Oh, do I want to wet blend? Blend it. All right, here's a beautiful pink color, which is not what I want. Where's that bright red? Hellspawn red. There we go. Yellows, I find, like, modernly yellow I don't feel like is as bad as it once was. It definitely, like, is still kind of a pain, but it's not... Yeah, it's really not as big of a deal to paint, I feel like, as it used to be. Ooh, that's a beautiful red. We don't need a lot of this. These close, thank you. I do want to get some more of this orange out. Okay. Bring in this orange tone out towards the tips. Let's get some more of our yellow. There we go. And then you had 90 mechs in 2 boxes during, oh my God. That's so many mechs. Whoa. That's wild. All right, I'm very happy with how the flame is going so far. We are making some excellent progress on how these flames appear. I think the wet blend was a very good way to go. And we'll start adding some of that red in now. I need more yellow, no! We all have massive piles of shame. Especially if we've been collecting for like...
I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
What do you mean?
I don't know that. I don't have any unpainted miniatures.
What are all the miniatures in the closet? Those are just mine?
According to you, everything I own is yours. Except for that one DVD set and my cat.
That is not true.
So,
I am
a long-standing gag that's been going on in our relationship since like
fine.
the 2000s or something. I don't own anything, and you like took possession of everything in a hostile takeover.
Oh, I see.
So
in a hostile takeover.
So I have no pile of shame.
I see.
Oh, I also think I have debt. I think you also let me keep my debt.
Okay.
I know how this relationship is built.
Wow, I see. Yes, that's definitely how it's built. Mm-hmm.
I mean, she said it, folks.
How dare he?
Be correct.
Yes.
It is difficult.
Ridiculous.
Yes, you are.
I know. But that's why you like me. I'm going really, really bright red on the very tips and kind of working my way in from there. I think that's probably the best way to do this blend successfully. I think that is the way to do it. Yes, that is, see, that's how you get out of having a pile of shame, everybody. You just have a partner who you can blame the pile of shame on.
Yep.
And then you don't have a pile of shame. See? Goals. That's a better blend. There we go. Okay, let's get a little bit more red on that tip. Not a lot, because it's not like a super big one. We still want it to be there a little bit. And for it to wrap around like all the others. All right, and then grab a bit more orange. Okay. All right, now that we got the orange and the red there, now we can do the center yellow. There we go. This is looking real good. I'll show you guys a close-up here when I'm finished. I've seen that argument of the pile of potential versus pile of shame. No, I get it. I get it. I think it depends on, like, some people need shame in order to motivate themselves to work on things more. I think others need to see it as more of a positive thing of, like, this is my future projects that I have that I'm excited for, etc. I think it really depends on, like, what motivates you the most is the term you should end up using. Definitely don't let somebody else dictate that. Okay, I need a little bit more of the red because that's kind of awkward on this edge. And then maybe a little bit more orange. Is a bit smoother. Let's go ahead and blend this side. Wonderful. Okay, and then do a little bit more highlighting to emphasize that really warm center. That really warm yellow center. We also need to blend that better. Nice. We still need to blend a little bit more on this side and then a little bit more on the center on the other side too. But it's coming along. And I've been having fun, which is really the important part. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying yourselves too. I'm really glad to see how active you guys have been in chat. At the end of the day, it's your hobby, so enjoy it how you want to. Exactly, exactly. But no, I totally get that. And I totally respect calling it both. Like, I have definitely used both. It kind of depends on, like, the motivation I personally am needing, what term I use for my own pile. All right, I want to do a tiny, tiny bit of black on the edges. And I think I'm going to do it with a little bit of more of a contrast color than a traditional. It did not, it's a little, it's blending in too much. So we're just gonna grab a black. Let's see, Druid flesh. No, that's gonna be a brown. That will probably be a brown. That's also a brown. Go figure. Ashen gray. That works perfectly. Oh, that would be awesome, Luke. Hasn't even been unboxed yet. Sick. That would be so cool to work on. This is doing what I wanted to. Need to blend a little bit more red here. And then work it back into okay, yeah. I just need to do a little bit more wet blending, but it'll be fine. It's doing what I want. Yeah. I'm being so picky about this, and I really don't need to be, chat, but I am. And I don't know why. I don't know what is making me so, like, I must make this flame cool and realistic. But I must. Well, thank you. Good. That's what I wanted it to look like. No, I'm actually quite happy with it. I know I've been messing with it for a little bit here, but we're getting what I want out of it, which is good. more yellow because I went a little overboard there at the end. I went a little overboard there at the end. Okay, we need a smidge more yellow on the underside here. Okay. Yeah, I think that looks good. Let me show you a bit more in a bit more detail. I think that looks pretty good. So I think now we can dry brush our pale yellow color tone that we were using before, the sun bleached yellow, back onto his chest. Oop, let me get back in lower focus. Hold on. Here we go. Yes. That is a good way to do a flame breath. I could make him breathing fire. That would be fun. Okay. I think this is actually going to be okay to use because it's got so much yellow on it now. All right, first, actually, let's just try to get as much paint off this brush as we can. Okay, that's better. Let's get this color back on the brush. Oh, yeah. And that is doing exactly what I had hoped for. He looks so good. Okay, let me just double check, make sure that we're still looking. Yeah, that is Charizard. Maybe he's still a little too red. Let's see if we can work on that a smidge.
Yeah, but at the same time, that's
Charizard, right?
yeah.
Like
realism's gonna look a little different from anime.
You're right. You're right. What I do need to do is I need to emphasize his nails, which honestly are white. So I think I'm going to use the same yellow as I did on his belly. I think that might be a good way to bring that color a bit more in. So let's do it. Or should I just do, you know what? I'll do I think I started with Vampire Fang, which is one of the colors, so that I mixed in previously. So we'll just go with that, I think, instead. Could I silver the base? I don't think I'm gonna silver the base, no. Sorry, but I think we're gonna go with a light gray. Probably a light blue gray, but it might be even neutral. Also paint his toenails. And then we can put a little wash over this to smooth them out and everything, but I think this color is going to work great. And then we also need to emphasize the teeth, because right now his mouth is like totally getting lost. I really do like the idea of maybe giving him like a cotton ball flame coming out of his mouth. That would be fun. All right, I'm gonna grab my purple wash and we're gonna apply this on the inside of his mouth real quick. There we go. I wanted to tint it a little bit so that the teeth stood out, but it was also darker than the orange that we had used. Oh, very much so, yes. Nice, you have 3 cotton ball flames coming out of your Demon Prince's mouth. Or coming out of your Demon Prince, maybe not the mouth specifically, but that's awesome.
Coming out of his butt.
Coming out of his butt. Could you imagine? I can. I absolutely can. Okay, get back to this Fang color. There we go. Oh yeah, the claws are looking great now. Okay, I need to fix that arm a smidge. I did leave a little bit too much purple. I'll use this brush afterwards because it doesn't have any dark purples or anything on it. Which I do not want to transfer onto the Charizard. The demon was a fan of Taco Tuesday? He has 4 mouths? Hell yeah. That sounds fun. Was it a pure kit bash or did you do some sculpting? Yeah, this is looking really good. I can't wait to finish the base and honestly like have it all come together.
Oh, it's gonna be a gorgeous one.
Yeah, really. Yeah.
Good one for an entry.
Honestly, I was thinking the same thing. Your teeth are so small, Mr. Charizard.
Little known fact, the Charizard can eat 4 times its body mass in krill.
Oh my god. Wouldn't the whaler be the one that probably eats krill?
You brought up the teeth.
Noted. Let's get the undersides of those fingernails, please. You left a lovely little just like raw line of unpainted color there. Way to go. Yeah, now he has a happy smile. He's like, yeah, rawr, I'm gonna eat your face. I'm gonna destroy your Pokemon. Unless, of course, it's a Blastoise, and then I'll probably die because I'm weak to water. And ground, I think. Is that what fire's other weakness? Is it rock or ground?
What?
Fire's other weakness, like main weakness. Water, I think it's water.
It's ground.
Is it ground? Okay, that's what I thought.
It's dirt puts out fire.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. I was like, I thought it was the concept of like you throw dirt onto an open flame to smother it.
Rock is resistant to fire.
Yes, in the same way that I think ice also is, but it's not
but
like.
Isn't ice strong against fire?
Yes, but I don't think it's the top two. Like I think it's water and ground, and then it's ice and rock.
Okay.
Is like. I could be wrong. I don't remember. It's been a really long time since I've actually played a Pokemon game. I know, right? The nostalgia. Ah, the nostalgia. The Pokemon nostalgia. All right, I feel good about that. I want to put a little bit more. Can you actually hand me that red, pink wash on top of? It's not the Caribou Crimson, which is the black top one, but the contrast color, top shelf. Yep, you're pointing at it. Yep, that one. Yes.
The Berserker blood shade. I just
Yes.
took out the camera.
You actually did not. It's totally fine. You did not. I mean, you bumped it, but you didn't take it out. All right, so now he's got a lovely, like, more pinky tone in his mouth so that it's a little less purpley. Looks like the more of an interior of an angry man's mouth. An angry lizard man's mouth. Ozzy looks really good. I think I want to very gently re-emphasize the orange right around where the yellow of his pecs are. His lovely lizard titties. Just because they got a bit more yellow on him, and also I kind of want to emphasize his neck a bit more. Okay, I think that had a little bit too much yellow on it still. But that's fine, we can fix it, chat, don't worry. Do not stress yourselves. Aw, thank you, Jose. There. Yep, that looks better. Okay. I do want to do a very tiny, very light wash over those nails. I just realized I completely forgot to paint his other foot. So let's do that before we do our wash.
You're having some trouble with this.
I am it's because I was working on his two hands and the one foot that I was like really obvious, and I forgot the one by his flame. No, Ash isn't the worst trainer ever. The problem with Charizard and Ash's Charizard was that he leveled his Charizard up too quickly and he didn't have the appropriate gym badges to control him. Once Ash got the appropriate gym badges, because there is an episode where Charizard comes back and rejoins Ash. Like, he doesn't stay gone. Hell, it might even be in the episode where he like starts to leave and he ends up not leaving or something like that.
I don't think it was actually that far.
Yeah, I was like, I don't remember like how far apart it was, but it definitely happened because I was actively watching Pokemon at that point in time. So yeah, like Charizard, while Ash was a little inexperienced and didn't realize that he maybe shouldn't get his Charmeleon to evolve before he had the appropriate badge to control it, he's not necessarily a bad trainer. He just got over exuberant. Hell, you could argue that Charizard was too eager. Like his Charmeleon was just like, I'm ready to go. He was too efficient at training. Unlike Meiji McQueen. Okay. That looks better. Still see a little bit of purple on that one toe. So we get rid of it. Can't have it being purple. That would be uncouth. Totally inappropriate. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He leveled his Charmander up way too fast. It's a starter type. It's got a personality all its own. It's a bit extreme, and it's a Charmander. Like, they're hot-headed. And his Charmander was like, you're really cute, you saved me. But Charizard and Charmeleon are like, bitch, I've been with you for a while. What have you done for me? You've excessively leveled me, and now I disrespect you because you don't have the strength to control me. I only see 2 gym badges, Ash Ketchum. Where are the 4? Very hot and sunny. Yes, very hot and sunny. It's been quite warm recently. All right, let's get a pure white for his little eyes. What color are Charmander's eyes? Oh yeah, he has like normal eyes. It's very annoying. I'm gonna have to figure out how I'm gonna do it on this scale. I need a smaller brush. I'm gonna need a fine tipped brush. You'll work. Yeah, I think that'll work fine. Okay, I've touched up the white on the one side. Let's get it on the other side. Okay. We've highlighted the eyes. You can very clearly see them because they're solid, bright white. While those dry and set a little bit, because I'm gonna use a micron. We're cheating and we're gonna use a micron to dot the eye, because screw trying to do that with paint. I want to instead wash the nails. That's where we're at. Also, hello, Hari. It's lovely to see you. You're focusing on your master's degree right now? That makes complete sense. You're so close, right? I hope it goes well for you. Okay, a very, very light wash on the fangs and teeth. Just to sort of blend them in a bit more. Good. And I mean light. You'll notice I have not gone back to dip my brush in more paint again. I want this to be pale. Okay. The white is probably dried. The question is, do I have an appropriate size micron? Hell yeah. Okay, hold on, you can't see what I did. There we go. Looks pretty good, right? Rawr. I think we're honestly onto the base. Time out? But it's not 3 o'clock yet. I will rehydrate. Water. That's why you use a micron. Genuinely, it works so well. Because these are waterproof ink. So they're in their archival, so they shouldn't fade either. Like unless you just have this in like direct light at all times. Like it should be pretty good and last a really long time. And it shouldn't run if you varnish it, which is really nice. Okay, I think we can just work on the base now. So I think for that, I genuinely am gonna go relatively neutral. So I think the question is, do I go neutral gray or do we go neutral sandstone? That's really where we need to figure it out. I think I'm leaning gray. What do you think, Chaos Cultist?
1 sec.
Of course.
What?
So I need basically all I'm down to is the rock.
What was the question about the grays?
Should I go gray, like blue gray, or should I go sandstone? Like, should I go?
Classic Pokemon's blue gray.
Okay, that's what I thought too.
Yeah.
I think what I'm gonna do then is I'm gonna start with one of the lovely Duncan Rhodes colors I like a lot. Is it in these two? I don't think so. I think it's over there. I'll be right back, guys. Is that really pale? Ah, here it is. It was already on my desk. Oop. Get out of here. Hanging thing. Haha. Holy shit. That is not what I wanted to... That's not how I wanted to uncap that.
Isn't that right?
Yeah. Jet metallic black. I think it's gonna be too dark. All right. Got a light gray tone. This is gonna work well. I'm actually gonna also get some paint out of the cap because it keeps exploding in there. All right, let's go ahead and just start at the bottom and work our way up. All right, so far this is looking good. We obviously need to be delicate as we approach things like his belly texture, the flame, his tail next to the rock, his feet. But I think we can get the big areas pretty quickly. Just keep spreading that paint around. Okay, I do need a little bit more though. Well, it is their colors, isn't it? Silver and black, so that makes sense that you think of the Raiders. Who abandoned us. Went to Vegas. Yeah, that's true. This one came from the Game of Thrones universe. You're right. I guess I could have put him on basalt. Go with some lava rock. It's okay. I actually think this is working well because it's really popping him out. So, and we're going to darken it a little bit. We'll add some details. I'll probably tuft it too. I can't help myself. There's room on this base. Shea's Ninetales did not have any space for tufting or anything because she was like on a flame base, basically. Like it was a...
Inferno. Yeah,
like she was casting a move. Whereas Charizard here, he's actually feels like he's in an environment within the Pokemon universe. So I think putting some grass tufts and stuff around would be cute. Oakland wishes the Raiders were still in Oakland too. It's okay. We can all just go watch Banana Ball. Okay? Just everybody go watch Banana Ball. It is amazing, and I love it. Although I am going to an NFL game next month. That'll be fun. I've never actually been to one, so I'm excited. It's going to be, I think, the Niners versus the LA... I don't remember what their team's name is. The Drown Ball finals? What's Drown Ball? I think it's the... Is the game we're going to, is it the Chargers or the Rams? I think it's the Chargers, right?
Chargers.
Chargers, yeah. So it's the Niners versus the Chargers.
Preseason game.
Preseason game. Should be fun. Like I said, I'm very much looking forward to it. I'm also a big fan of stadium food, and we get like free basic stadium food with our tickets, which was really cool.
I mean, free in the sense that we paid for it with the ticket.
Yeah, I mean, the ticket included it, basically, like, is what it is. But from my understanding, I think it's, like, unlimited, so... I could eat...
I don't know.
9 hot dogs or something, I don't know. Not that I'd want to. I heard of this thing that happens in baseball that I did not realize was a thing, but apparently you eat, like... a hot dog and drink a beer an inning or something like that. And I'm like,
Oh,
it's called Nine. Yeah, the thing Ludwig talked about when he was at that Dodgers.
That's bro shit.
And I was just like,
That's bro stuff, man.
do people actually do that? And do you hate the taste of hot dogs afterwards?
Yes
like,
and yes.
has anybody in chat ever done that? Because also, I'm not gonna lie, that seems expensive. Unless you're like I said, the food is like included in your ticket.
They were in box seats, so
It may have been, yeah. Okay, maybe that's what it was. Because I'm not gonna lie, I think unless my food was included with my ticket, I wouldn't even attempt a challenge like that. Because that would just be expensive.
Yep.
Like a hot dog at a baseball stadium or like any kind of like sports stadium, I feel like is what, like $15 or something stupid like that now.
That can't be.
Oh yeah, no, Luke, I always rim everything in black. Don't worry about the black rim. It'll happen. Don't worry, my man. But that comes last. Like, that is literally the last step. I've tufted everything before I even rim. So don't worry, we'll get there. Just not quite yet. We're not quite ready. Okay, we're looking good. I think around this first foot and thigh. You do a smidge of touch up on this edge where his tail starts to meet. But honestly, I think once the wash is on there and it settles, it'll sort of seamlessly blend that section. We should be good. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Oh, really? The Falcons actually made it a point to make the concessions cheaper at their place? That's awesome. You know, that would make sense, because like hot dogs are so, especially at baseball games, like, I know hot dogs are classic sort of at any sporting event, but like, I feel like baseball games especially, you go there and you gotta get a dog, right? And so it's good to know that like some places are actually making them more affordable. Like, I assume they used to be, honestly. Like, I assume hot dogs used to be way cheaper at baseball stadiums.
They used to be sub $1.
I believe it. I was like, I could believe that a hot dog used to be like 50 cents or something.
They were 50 cents in the 80s.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean, is like... Because again, I just kind of associate them with baseball. So I just assume that they've always been a staple there. And at one point they were like, I don't know, 50, 20 cents, something like that. Something ridiculous. All right, we're at the toughest part, which is around this other leg and the other side of the tail. But I think as long as we are delicate and take our time, I think we'll be fine. Just don't rush it, Angela. Be in control of your brush. Don't let your brush be in control of you. What do you mean it was the Seattle team was stolen in 2007? Like, did they have their name changed? Like, did something like what the Raiders happened, where they like went to a new stadium and then changed their name or something? Oh yeah, this is looking good. I don't think I've gotten any gray, any weird places where I really don't want it. I say and then panic that I have and I've just probably missed it. Okay, there we go. Clean that up, get that side a bit more, and then You just need to be very careful about getting in here. I think I've successfully done. Oh, and then I just really got some gray on that hook, but let's see if we cleaned it up. There's a little bit of residue, but we can get it. We're fine. Everything's cool. It's like nothing happened. Okay. All right. I think the gray looks good. Honestly, yeah. I think it looks pretty good, chat. Oh, the owner lied about why they were buying the team and then moved them to Oklahoma City? Crazy. And they were called the Supersonics? That's fun. Was it in any way related to, like, surely not, Sonic the Hedgehog? I just assume they were fast? Is that why they, like, had the Supersonic name?
The Sonics were the Sonics before the Hedgehog.
Oh, were they? Okay. Before the Hedgehog existed. Got it. Well, apparently they're no longer Sonics at all. Thank you. Yeah, no, I'm really happy. I'm really happy with how it's coming along. I think the gray was a good choice. We do need to let it dry. I'm actually going to probably blow dry it here. And then we'll wash it. But I think we're making some good progress. Think more aerospace? Ah, okay. Very cool. Okay, that looks good. There's a tiny little area of orange that is still bothering me because it looks too purple. Wait, the Raiders went down to Oakland at one point? Or went down to LA at one point? I had not realized. And then came back to Oakland again? Maybe they'll come back to Oakland a third time then.
No, they won't.
Oh, okay, fine. Never mind. Sorry, Raiders fans. I was trying to be optimistic for you.
Not with everything.
Fair. Nobody wants them? You know, here's the thing. The sad thing is you're probably correct and to a certain degree.
It's a money sink now.
Mm-hmm. That makes complete sense. I would not want to be a football team in Vegas. It just would be too hot.
Well, it's all indoor.
Is it? Okay. Thank goodness, because I was like, if it's outdoor, like if they have an outdoor stadium or something, like fucking hell. That'd be outright insane. Okay. I'm gonna go with... Do I want to do Space Wolf Gray as my wash? I think I do. I think that's what I want to do, chat. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with this. I was gonna go with a slightly larger brush, but I think I'm gonna stick with this. Do I want to do the blue gray? I think I do. I want to thin it. Let's test it. Do I like what that is doing? No, I do not. I like what it's doing now that I've thinned it even more. Not really, actually. I think I'm just gonna go with a normal gray. Like a normal, should I just do, I think I'm just gonna do Basilicanum. I don't know why I'm fussing over it so much. I think that's just the right thing to do. It's not irradiated yet. Fallout hasn't happened. Oh no, no, get off my flame, my beautiful flame, no. Saved it. Okay, so I think we're looking good on that side. Let's go ahead and start shifting around. Oh no, I know they did a bunch of testing outside of Vegas, but it's like, I don't think it's that irradiated.
Not really.
Like they wouldn't let people live there. if it was.
Well, they would, but there'd be more reports of cancer by this point. That would be far worse.
Right, fair enough, fair enough.
I remember Treasure Island.
True. But I thought they got people off Treasure Island.
They did, eventually.
Okay. Here is the trickier part. Just damn it. Get it all in that section and then clean it up. Okay. Off with flame. Thank you.
You alright?
Yep. Just had to get some paint off something I did not want it on. Okay. Oops, wrong gray tone. Don't do that, Angela. Going a little heavier in some areas, just to emphasize some of these lovely cracks sculpted into this mold. Because we will also be able to dry brush them back out to be some brighter grays as we want. And this gives it a bit more of a natural, sort of uneven look. All right, cool. I like how that looks. We're gonna let it dry. And while I do that, I will go ahead and take a 10-minute break because it's just after 3 o'clock and that's normally when I take a little bit of a break. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Also, have you guys noticed, is it showing on for you as well, a little crown occasionally next to like Ben and Havman's name? Because it like with like a number, like either number 1 or number 2. You guys keep flopping for first and second on something and I'm not really sure what.
Active chatter?
Maybe that's what it is. Interesting. Oh no, Luke, you're in pain. I'm so sorry. Please go get some rest. Please take something to help with the pain if you need to. That's most active? Okay, you don't see it? I know I don't see it on the screen like in the video, but I see it on my...
it's a behind the scenes thing.
It's a behind the scenes thing. Okay, interesting.
You're revealing the secrets.
Well, but somebody else was...
Secrets!
But Ben was saying that he could see them, so somewhere you must be able to see it. Yeah, Luke, you have a number 3, so you're my 3rd most active chatter right now. Oh, it's a weird XP thing? Interesting. Is that something new that like YouTube implemented and I just missed completely? Ah, okay. Interesting. Fascinating. I did not know that. I did not know that's a change that, because it's something I've only started, I feel like I've only seen today. I wonder how long it's been going and maybe I just haven't noticed. Interesting. All right, well, now that it's not new. Okay, well, it's new showing up at least in my back end, like, what I'm using to see chat through OBS. I think it's new there. So maybe they've added in
Stream Elements added it.
Yeah, I wonder if like maybe Stream Elements finally caught up to YouTube and was like, oh, they're showing this now. I'm going to show it in through Stream Elements or something. I have no idea, Ben. That's a good question. I have no idea if it does anything.
For 17 years.
Oh my God. And you've all actually accumulated a shit ton. 2 months? It's been around for 2 months? Okay, cool. That would explain why
I'm paying close attention.
Clearly.
To that, as always.
Well, I've been, but like I said, I think Stream Elements may have updated recently to reflect this new thing that they've been doing because I don't remember seeing this. Like maybe YouTube has been doing it and I haven't been.
I updated your OBS the other day.
Oh, I wonder if that was it. Maybe I wonder if OBS wasn't like seeing it correctly, and so that's why I never saw it. Cause yeah, this is the first day where I feel like I've seen it. Maybe I saw it. I might have seen it during the stream with Shea, but I may not have called it out or anything. Okay, I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna go get a soda. I'm going to let this continue to dry, and I'm going to probably get myself a little bit of fruit as a snack. So I'll be right back, guys. Give me about. Let's see, it is about 3:10 right now, so I'll be back at 3:20, we'll say. I'll probably be back a little bit sooner than that, but we'll say 3:20 just to be safe. All right. All right, guys, see you in a moment. Hello, everybody. I have returned. I have brought strawberries and raspberries. Let me get this computer. I almost said computer. This is not a computer. Is this a butterfly? It's not. It's a camera. And I have now turned it back on. Ha 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 ha. How are we all doing? Also, Luke, I hope you rest well. Thank you so much for being here. Hey, look, it almost all the way dried. I think we need to emphasize it a little bit. Maybe not, like, much. Do you understand, Shea? We shouldn't emphasize it much. Like, to the point where I'm almost considering mixing. What did I use? This one, charred one. I really like this color. Time it out. Getting the excess teal out of my brush that I want to use. I really just kind of want to bring this on like a little too heavy. The most raised edges. Just to bring some of that texture out even more. I'm doing well. How are you? Oh yeah, this is doing exactly what I wanted. Which is making the rock look like a rock.
Like it looks half Samoan, half African American?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, exactly. You got it. You nailed it.
Someone was gonna say.
I know. I know. Glad to hear it, Hari. Yeah, I think it's looking pretty Pokemon. Like, obviously, realified a little bit. But, pretty good. Pretty good. there a little bit to blend this. And maybe a little bit more there. Again, to sort of blend it. Jesse, the boy, and Meowth. It's Jesse and James. Team Rocket, it's Jesse, James, and Meowth. Jesse, James. I kind of did that. I did reverse voices for that. Jesse, James, and Meowth.
That's right.
That's right. No, where did that come from? My perfect flames. The boy. Oh my god, sorry. I can't. That tickles me so much because, like,
Boy.
James's backstory is he comes from, like, a super fucking rich family in the Pokemon universe. Like, ridiculously wealthy. But he's, like, a black sheep. He doesn't really fit in. And I just think it's funny because, like, the boy just reminds me of that. I do have a cat, so I could have a Meowth, and so funny thing is Chaos Cultist and I have cosplayed as Team Rocket people.
Yep.
We've gone with the game version of Team Rocket, so the black and red uniform rather than this white and red uniform that they use, or the white, red, and black uniform that they use in the anime, and then later on the games. But we have actually cosplayed Team Rocket together. We did not bring our cat with us when we did it because
we were at a
wrestling event, but it was quite fun. It was an NXT event way back in the day. Just really focus real fast on fixing what I did on the flame. Give me a moment. I'll get back to you guys in a second. I apologize for the quietness. I'm like, I gotta make this look good again. Fucked it up. But I'm fixing it. Okay, I think that I fixed it. Delete. Can I not paint the side of that with gray?
You missing an area with gray? No.
I think it just actually slid really far down.
But of course.
Because I do remember getting it, because I did exactly that. Oh my god, look at it. I did it again. Alright, there we go. Okay, I think we should do a smidge more dry brushing with the gray. And then we will move on. I'm actually going to do it with a slightly different tone just to play with some colors a bit. Be cheeky and play with some colors. Thank you. I am nearly finished, yes. We have a little bit more dry brushing to do on the rock, and then we need to paint the remaining, like, primed base, and then tuft. And then we'll rim the whole thing in a black paint. Beyonce turned out great. I'm very happy with how Charizard came along. This second slightly, ever so slightly lighter gray is doing a great job. A lot of like fun little textures, honestly, on this rock. Some that I think I could have cleaned up a little bit better because I think they're sprue leftovers, but or support leftovers that I didn't clean up well enough, but they're minimal. And it still looks bloody fantastic. Alright, that section that I repainted is not fully dry yet. I want to go in a bit more with the dark gray there. Yeah, a little bit more. I don't know if I'll end up painting more on stream. I do have the Charmander and the Charmeleon. And I don't know if they want me to paint it for them, but I do still have, the Gengar family of Pokemon. So like Ghastly, Haunter, and Gengar as well, which honestly would be very fun and easy to paint. They're mostly purple. But I need to ask Shea if she wants me to actually do those ones for her, or if she wants to save them for herself to do now that she's gotten a little bit of the painting bug. At least when she's hanging out with me. Okay, that feels better. And I don't really have to worry about emphasizing it too much. But what I am going to do is see if that other section that I touched up on the outside where I can see it more is ready for a bit more of this dry brush. Okay, I'm happy with that. Let's texture the base. I think I'll do dirt. Thinking I could do like, I could make it further gray and just try to make it look like he's like on top of a mountaintop or something like that. But it's so round, I feel like it's very obviously not that, so. Let's just make it look like he's on a rock in a Pokemon battle arena. I think will be the call. Chaos Cultist, when you get a chance, can you hand me the Armageddon deck?
I didn't have any over there.
I haven't actually used it in a little while. Thank you. That's what I'm looking for. Gengar it's up there. Like, Ghastly, Gengar, like, it's a toss-up for me between Ghastly Haunter, Gengar, and Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard, because I love both a lot. I also like the OG Eevee evolutions a lot. But I will say most of my favorites come from the original sets. Like, I do like some of the Pokemon from later sets. Again, specifically some of the Eevee evolutions and that kind of stuff. But for the most part, like, it was really that first gen that caught my heart. First and second gen, I guess. But even then, really just the first gen. Those first 150. I'm gonna make it easier on myself. I actually like using a brush to push around this paint. It's pretty easy to get out of the brush afterwards, and it works better. It gives you a cleaner look. Okay, that's looking good so far. I'm gonna clean up a little tiny bit of this on the rocks where I do not want it. Get off my rocks. Just, all I'm doing to get rid of it is just using a little bit of water to wash it away. Dropped a big glob on my map. Oopsie daisy. Please let me have it. Please let me have it.
What?
I'm just talking to the paint. It's fine. Oh my god. Get on the brush, you mother trucker. Big goopy pain in my ass. Ooh, a Pokeball would be kind of cool to do. I don't have any. But I assume they're probably pretty easy to find.
I mean, they sold at toy stores, Target. And
True,
Walmart.
true. Oh, I was like, I mean, more meaning like a 3D printed one.
Oh.
Or something like that, I don't know.
That seems like way more money than you need to spend when you could just
Buy it.
one.
Yeah, that's true. But then I want it, like, but then there's no point in painting it. It's already gonna be painted. The toy one?
Well, if you're gonna 3D print it, it's gonna be in the colors anyway.
True, true. It's true, I don't even, because I could do it with the,
You do it with the colored
yeah.
reels, yeah.
Yep. I wonder if we still have those prop Pokeballs anywhere.
I think so.
Okay.
They're in the laundry room.
With some of the toy stuff, got it. Yep. Already got some on the rocks. I don't want it there. You don't mind a little bit, because it kind of dusts it. But I want to be a lot thinner. A really nice blend. It's a really nice blend. That's true. Because I bet they charge a bunch more for like the fancy Pokeballs versus the normal one when it comes to like the toys.
Yep.
You just get a bunch of the normal ones and then repaint them. You would need some kind of like really good clean varnish so that you could like make them slightly glossy.
I've seen well-painted metallics.
That could be cool,
The
yeah.
argument also is they should be metallic.
Are they supposed to be? I guess they are supposed to be metallic based on like
Their lore, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that would be
It's sort of that
That's
sci-fi plastic metal
Yeah.
stuff, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Plastisteel. Wait, wrong IP.
Yep.
Just trying to clean up this one rocket is being a pain in the ass. I think what we're gonna do to make our lives easier is we'll just put some tufts right there. And we'll kind of cover our mess. That's the beautiful thing about tufting, is it can cover your messes. If you have something that looks a little awkward on the base, put some grass tufts there. Just cover that bitch up. That's true. Yeah, those enamel paints. That could work quite well. Alright, I didn't get a bit more on its tail than I wanted, so let me go ahead and see if I can fix that. Nope, that just brought more into his tail. Could we suck all that water back out, please? I think it'll be fine, because again, hide the little bit of smudge. It started to do better. I found a second one. I found a second cucumber that started. I think they've got like 2 months before they're going to be ready to do anything, but there's a couple of them. So huzzah!
Huzzah.
Huzzah, hizzy, huzzo.
Huzzah.
Alright. Oh! I just realized I didn't actually reattach my microphone to me. How have I been sounding? I've been pretty loud, so hopefully it's been fine. But I didn't actually reattach it properly. It's been on, just not attached to me. Alright, While Charizard dries, we'll work on some different lizard boys. Yay! But specifically not this little guy. He's fine. We'll continue working on our malachite. All right, we have more gold to be painting, and if I remember correctly, I think I was using not top brass. It wasn't dragon's gold. I believe it was heirloom gold. I think, is that the in-between of ancient gold and dragon's gold? I think so. I think so. Oop, camera's turned off. Let me fix that. Good. I'm glad that it's better with it attached, but I'm glad you guys were still able to hear me previously. All right, let me. I think this is the right color. Here's my color chart. I can actually check. I can check and not do this stupid. Where are my metallics? Yep. Okay, that's the one I was using then. That is the one. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. That was my using metallic Vogue. Okay, can get out of the pot. Don't make me squeeze more. I don't want it to all shoot out wildly. Come on, metallic paint. You can do it. Pins, 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 pins. Thank you. Yeah, the terrain, I've been really enjoying working on this terrain piece. Terrain is a nice, I think, palette cleanser for painting. In my humble opinion. Okay, let's see if we can get all the orange out of this brush and use it for our metallics, because I actually think it'll be a good size for doing some of the finer detail work that I need to. That was one of those you didn't see it moments. But I can't possibly know what you're talking about because none of us saw it. All right, got my brush clean. Re-dirtied it with the appropriate gold. Gold! This is working great. See, I like having this angled brush for these pieces where I'm like trying to get into a crevasse area because it helps keep it really clean. You can keep that flat edge against the one side that you want and you're not necessarily bumping it into the side you don't want. Since we were talking about using different brushes and when to use them earlier. Just going back to that briefly. Oh, also, someone had mentioned being very happy that the lizard men were making a comeback. Me too. I think they're really cool. Honestly, I wish GW would make more cool terrain pieces like this for them. I also would love
Terrain's always their least selling stuff.
I know it is. I know it is. Especially if it's not just basic Imperial Ruins.
It's not an L terrain piece.
Oh my god, I know. So boring. It's just so damn boring to do that on like every table. Okay, that feels good. I'm going to do a bit more on this edge. To clean that up. Beautiful. Honestly, the other side looks pretty damn good. We need to do a little bit smudging right there to make it look like the stone sort of rough next to it. There. Heck yeah. Alright, let's go ahead and emphasize this side a bit more. We can go a bit heavy. Good. We absolutely need to fill that in. There we go. I think I actually scraped that off with my brush. But we fixed it. Woo! I don't know if you've ever done that before, like where you've been dry brushing and you just press too hard and you get to like the fennel and you just start scratching.
Yep.
I'm like, oh, whoa, God, I went too aggressive, too aggressive. Hold on. All right. The next thing we need to work on is his little chin ornament. So we need a bit more gold. You had Swedish meatballs? Delicious. Oh my gosh, yes, 4th edition, 5th edition, some of those older editions of 40K as well as the old fantasy battle terrain was really cool. And to be fair, like they've made some pretty cool terrain for Age of Sigmar, but I've honestly, which is what this is for, but honestly, when it comes to 40k, I really feel like they're getting shafted. Like us 40k players, we're getting shafted when it comes to terrain because we just get L-shaped Imperial Ruins and it's so boring. And I would like, there was a one time, relatively recent, well, like within the last like 10 years, where GW like released some really cool ruins, but they were orc bunkers. And oh my god, I was so optimistic for more like that because I was like, okay, this is perfect. It's the same L-shaped bullshit that we get for the Imperial stuff, but it's orc. Which just means it looked kind of Imperial, but it had a bunch of like orc stuff attached to it. But it worked. It worked really well, and I was like, okay, I'll take this. I will take orc themed this style ruin, and I'll take even other Xeno this style ruin. But like, can we please have that? And Gita was like, nah. Now we're gonna do it that one time and never again. Screw you. Screw that you liked it. And I get it. I know it's because it doesn't sell well. But dang it, I still want them to try. I'm building this up slowly because it's small and I didn't want to go crazy and accidentally get gold in a section of the green that I do not want it in, so we're being a little bit delicate here. Oh, I should maybe open this and take a sip of it.
Madness.
My goodness. Oh my god, you're right, it is. I forget, what are we doing for dinner? Are we doing paninis?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
That could be gold make, please.
All right, cool. That was still on my mind. I just wanted to make sure. It's getting closer to this color tone, but it's still, honestly, it's actually very pretty. But I do want it to be more matchy. So let's get a little bit more gold on this and go a little heavier. We may need to go smaller brush. Let's try. Okay, a little bit of a heavier paint is working fine in the way that I want it to, so we're good. Hello, Ashley. It's lovely to see you. How you doing in Texas? Were you unfortunately caught in those floods that were happening? I hope not. It could give it a, like, I'm sure that a clear resin epoxy would probably give it a translucent sheen. Like the gold, you mean? Or the stone? Or the gems? Okay, I think now that I have that taken care of, I'm gonna very gently emphasize this right here above his lip. A little bit more of a traditional paint job. That's looking good. Just do this on all the sides to kind of give it a little bit of a cleaner look than what the dry brush was getting. There we go. There we go. And done. Okay. Now that I've done that, I don't like that little line in there. If I can get rid of it, I will. And I just noticed.
Did you miss something?
No, I have. Oh, this is gonna be annoying to fix.
I'll hide.
No, it's fine. Scrape it off. That paint. How am I gonna make that paint, chat? I think what I'll need to do is I'll put a little bit of this, because I think this is my... No, this is not my original color. What did I use? Well, I did grayscale, and then I washed it, and then what did I do for the teal? I know I put Hexwraith over top of it to brighten it, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix this with Hexwraith. Where did that come from? Like, it's like orange. I don't even... Oh, that's so annoying. That is metallic. So what has happened? Just because I don't know if you guys can see what's... Do you see that splotch on his lip right there. And then like this other one here. I don't know where this came from.
Sorry.
It's okay. Maybe I'll just... Oh, if it wasn't on his lips, I wouldn't actually care. I'm just trying to, I'm thinking of how I can do that. How I can fix it. Okay, that's definitely too teal, but we're in the right tone. So if I grab a little bit of this. Okay, I need a little bit more of the teal, but I want it to be thicker. So let's add that in first, and then grab a tiny more amount of this. Tiny more amount of that. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Let's see if we can do this. Okay, that worked. Okay, I think that'll, once it's dried, I think that'll have fixed it. God, that was annoying though. All right. Oops, sorry. Forgot. I had brought it up close. There we go. We can see it more. Yes, sorry about that. Here you go. You can see what I did. I just painted over it. Looks like we're good now.
You brought another miniature in.
What?
You took it off camera to hide it.
No, it was just blurry.
It was a joke.
I understand. Yes, I am a scoundrel. And it's actually a completely, I did all of this cool texture over completely exactly on a different miniature exactly as I did.
You could swap it out. That's what I'm saying, yes.
Yeah, I'm that crazy. I am still doing Lego, yes. I've got actually some Lego projects coming up because in August, the One Piece collection's coming out, as well as a variety of Star Wars stuff too, and I'm very excited about it. I won't be getting it all at once, I don't think.
Oh.
I don't know. We might. We might get all the One Piece at once. I'm gonna try.
We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens. Mostly because I do want to get like. Well, it depends on what the incentives are because I do obviously want to hit the incentives.
Right.
So obviously, I understand. But I'm very excited for the One Piece Lego stuff to come out. Okie dokie. I think from here, I think we can wash the metallics. What time is it? Time for me to grab my phone and find out. Oh, it's 4:11. Excellent. Excellent. How are you doing, Charizard?
I'm okay.
Good, good, Charizard. I'm glad to hear it. Your base is not fully dry yet. You know what? It's not as wet as it was, and I really want to finish you today. So I'm gonna blow dry you. So we can really make this texture paint, like, just get the heck out of here. Dry, my sweet Charizard, dry! It is warm and burning my fingers. Not melting the mini. All right, I think we're looking good now. We can put our wash on. I do tend to prefer Star Wars to Star Trek, although I do very much like both. I've not really watched many of the Star Trek movies, admittedly. Like, I've seen some of the newer ones, and I have seen a couple of, like, the old ones. But I've mostly watched, like, the series, which I think is why I've seen less of it than I have Star Wars. Mostly just because, like, I'll admit, oh, that was definitely not wet yet. Or not dry yet. Whoopsie daisy. I definitely... hold on, I have to fix this. Let's just spread that around and blend that in. Stupid tail being still wet. All right, let me grab my blow dryer again. But like modernly, I've watched way more Star Wars than I think I ever have Star Trek. Still, my favorite Star Trek is still DS9. All right, let's dry this section that definitely was not dry for a hot minute. Wonder if it was like that because that's one of the areas that got a little overwatered when I was doing my cleanup because it was so stuck onto his tail. Probably. I bet that's why there was so much moisture there. I have watched Farscape. I don't think I finished it.
No, you didn't finish season 4.
Yeah, we didn't finish season 4, but I did watch seasons 1 through 3 in its entirety. And I really liked it. Farscape is really, really good.
What?
Where did that come from?
What?
There's some stuff on his wing. Thankfully, it's texture paint, so it's coming off. Whoa, when did that happen? When did that happen? think I've ever watched Orville, actually.
No, you have not.
Do they only make one season of it?
No, they made more than one season.
Okay. Got it.
I think
You're
they're still making it, right? Or they end that show.
According to Neo's saying he wishes they would make more seasons of Orville, so I'm guessing it's ended.
It was it was a live action sci-fi comedy based on Star Trek by McFarlane.
Oh, is that the animated one?
No, I said live action.
Oh, live action. Sorry, live action.
When I say live action, I don't mean animated.
You did say that, and then I immediately and then you said, but
if it was animated.
yeah, but then you said McFarlane, and for some reason my brain just went.
Yeah, he's an actor on it.
Got it. I understand. Well, that's cool. Three seasons of Orville, got it. All right, let's get that wash back out. Patrick Stewart's been in a lot of things, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Like, he's done, Shakespearean stuff, as well as, comedy crap and Star Trek and been in animated stuff. Dude's prolific. All right, so I ended up going kind of heavy on the wash, but that's okay. Because I kind of like the warmth it's added. Back into the ground. Okay. Blow dry. Once more. This time with feeling. I think I'm just gonna go with pure bright green tufts on this. I never watched Babylon 5.
Good. Very long.
Oh yeah? How long? Oh wow. I've heard really good things about The Expanse, but I never watched it. I think I tried, but honestly, I remember not being able to get into it.
I think you fell asleep.
Yeah, I think I fell asleep during the first episode. I don't know if it was just that I was really tired or I was really bored.
It was really depressed.
It was. So it may have just been I was depressed and I just didn't care at that point. But Yeah, I haven't watched that. I loved Battlestar Galactica.
I think you should give the expansion another try.
Honestly, I probably should. The problem right now is like when I'm not binging YouTube, I'm well, I'm warping now. I have been binging anime. I really want this like one section to dry. It just refuses. Like, no, I shall be perpetually wet. What you wish, she said. But it's... Hello, Peter. I hear you. All right, I think we're dry now. There we go. Let me grab some of my pretty green tufts. Let's not pull that whole thing out. Thank you. And I think we're gonna just go with probably some of the shallow ones. Yeah, let's. You know what? Maybe we'll finish this a little bit off. Tweezers. Tweezers are what I am looking for. A little brighter. I think I'm gonna go with these brighter ones. Big patch to go right there because I don't like what happened in that section, and I think it will blend better this way. Okay, I like that. I think I'm gonna leave that there, but I do think I want to put another one of those there. And then we're gonna bring some in here. Maybe another like big patch. Too big. Well, actually, what if I really go in? And then I tear that. Aha! There we go. Like that stick. I command thee, self-adhesive grass, to stick. Wow, Kita. Don't worry. I'll make it stick. It's okay. She's like, Mom, that's not at all what I'm concerned about. I am hungry. Feed me. I meow because I hunger. Wow! Then the last place that I actually want to put this is I want to kind of make it look like there's some grass growing out of some of the rocks. Yeah, like that. That looks good. Don't want to do anything like that. I think I'm going to put one right here too. Yeah. Okay. I actually think it looks really good. I'm debating blending in some of the slightly darker grass. Do we have any a bit closer? No. Not really. Okay, but maybe, okay, what if I do... Why does that look weird? What are you saying? Really? Wow, you think they believe that? Okay. All right, fair enough, fair enough. I mean, you heard her, chat. You heard her. All right, Chaos Cultist, what do you think? Before I rim it. I'm gonna sneeze.
I think he looks great.
Yay!
You did a great job.
Yay!
I'm very proud of that one.
Thank you. All right, let's get Charizard rimmed in black so we can officially say that we completed him today. Do I have a black paint on here? No, that would be convenient. All right, got some black paint, probably a little bit more than that, onto our palette. And I think we are good to start applying it. Let's grab this paintbrush, that'll work. Thank you. Yes, I'm very pleased with how he came out. Try not to touch the base's rim so that I don't accidentally pick up black paint from it as I rotate, since I didn't actually put this on a handle like I should have. Thankfully his wings are large enough that I can kind of grip them and not really worry about it too much. All right, one final rotation, I think. And we'll get to this last edge. Okay, that is looking good. Looks like we're fairly even, actually. Nice, consistent black. Oh, you bought the paint pens? Are the AK ones? How do you like them? Also, thank you, Ben. I really appreciate it. I'm actually very pleased with how he turned out. Gonna go a little up with the rim here, just to give us a more even look. Yeah, that's better. Yeah. I think Charizard is complete.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! Heck yeah. His base is still, like, the rim's still drying, but
That's a great.
he looks sharp, right?
Yeah, he really does. That's an excellent entry. I don't know for what, but definitely good something.
Oh, well, most of the time, so most of the IPMS, like, events that I've gone to tend to have a category for, like, fantasy models and figures. So I think he'll go in there.
That makes sense.
Like, that's where I think if I do put him into a competition, that's where I'll put him. I'm sure the kids that might go to the show will love him because it's Pokemon.
Yep.
Now, will he listen to me? You know, that's an excellent question. As a member of Team Rocket, I presume that he will, because as far as I am aware, The only time that a Pokemon will not listen to you if you don't have the proper gym badges is if you're a child. As it has never come across in the series that I'm aware of that Jesse and James have ever had trouble controlling. That is Misty's.
They both have to do. Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. They have Wob Effect.
Yes, they have Wob Effect.
And Wob Effect doesn't do shit. So there you go.
Okay, but that's not because of gym badges. That's because Wob Effect, like Psyduck, is an idiot. So I feel like, yay, complete dragon. Yes. Go. Rawr. No, he does genuinely look really cool. Here, I'm gonna show him. Whoa, Kita. Kita says he looks like garbage and I should start over. Honestly, he got washed out in that other camera here. His colors look so much better here. This is way truer to... Oh no, I just touched the black rib. Ooh, okay, let me fix that. I was so eager to show you. All right, there we go. Let's solve this problem right in here and now. That's true. You're right. Okay, the one where I would actually say that maybe they didn't actually listen to him would be Bellsprout. You're right. Bellsprout did notoriously not listen to James. The thing is, though, it's like, okay, in both of those instances...
I think Jesse and James canonically like 16.
I actually don't know. Are they still technically children? Okay, fair enough. The point is that... all I need is to steal your Pokemon. I don't need to use your Pokemon. They're not for me. They're for the boss. All right? Whatever the boss's plans with the Pokemon is, it's not my privy to know. But he's using them for something, and I'm just stealing them from all of you. So if you could just all hand them over, give them to me right now. Put them in my hands. Give me your what?
You want them to put what in your hands?
Pokeballs.
Oh, Pokeballs. Okay.
Yeah, give me all your Pokemon. Hand them to me right now. Please and thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, excellent, excellent, excellent. All the Pokeballs. Beautiful. And with that, I'll give them all to Giovanni and he'll be like, you're the best Team Rocket member I've ever had. All right, but let me actually show you. Now that I've dried his room and I can handle him. Like, honestly, that's my favorite angle of him. You get to see his cool eye, you get to see that awesome flame. Like, honestly, fucking looks rad. I did such a good job. You don't have any Pokemon? What kind of Pokemon trainer are you? What the heck? What the heck?
One cannot continue to exist in modern Pokemon society without Pokemon slates. I mean friends.
Friends, exactly, exactly. Did you know that we're actually all just Pokemon as human beings in the Pokemon universe?
I mean, that's like how we're Homo sapiens in the real world.
I mean, it is, but like, I like to believe that we are actually Pokemon in the Pokemon verse. That's why Nurse Joy is repetitive and Jenny is also repetitive. Because they're all just actually like Joy, like Chansey.
Before her.
Joy, like Clefairy before her. No, I imagine Joy is actually just a further evolution of Chansey that we haven't realized, where it turns into like a human functioning person so that it can communicate with the trainers very explicitly and figure out what's wrong with the Pokemon. That's my theory. I'm sure there's been, I know that like, I think Game Theory has done like a thing about this.
That was years ago.
Like, yeah, back in the day. So stealing it from them. But yeah, I genuinely, I do think that is true. Thank you, Left-Handed Dragon. I'm really, really happy with him. Thank you, Ben. Thank you. Yeah, no, I'm very, very pleased with how he came out. And look, he kind of goes with my little lizard men. Look at that. Maybe I'll use him as a lizard man model. I wonder what he could function as. He does not, his base does not match my lizard boys, but that's okay.
Maybe he's a Tyrannid.
Oh my god, yeah, I could use him as a Tyrannid. That'd be fun. Very cool. All right, well, we only have about 15 minutes left before we would end normally anyways. So I don't think there's really much more that I can get done on this guy. Yeah, I don't want to start the wash yet because I want to do it in 2 sections. And I'm going to go and get food after this. So I don't think there's anything else.
Will there be a stream on Thursday?
On Thursday?
Well, so we don't actually have the con on Thursday or Friday. Our first con day is Saturday.
Yeah, our first...
You can still stream normally Thursday and Friday.
Yes, that was originally my plan because I'm doing filming tomorrow for the video that's coming out this Saturday.
Yes.
And that's my emphasis tomorrow. Like, that's my only priority tomorrow is so that I can do that. So yeah, I believe that on Thursday and Friday, we should likely have normal streams. I think they'll probably both end up being hobby just because I really want to keep working on this head. So I don't think we're going to do anything Lego wise. Like I said, Lego is kind of on hold until the One Piece stuff comes in / the new Star Wars stuff. And then, gaming, I'm actually waiting for Dawn of War. Like, I'm just waiting for Dawn of War to come out. Like, I had been playing Dune Awakening. That was fun. Currently, CC and I are running System Shock 2 together, but we're doing that sort of off screen. So we just wanted to like...
It's so buggy. I do not want to do that on camera.
Exactly. I really don't want to do that one on camera. And so, yeah, I think that is... Will I have a guest on Saturday? No. That was a random thing that Shea was available to come over for, and I really appreciate that she was, but I do...
This Saturday we're going to be at a convention.
Yeah, this Saturday we're not streaming at all because I'll be at a con. So
Open Sauce.
I'll be on Open Sauce, which will be really, really cool. You've seen me do videos about Open Sauce before. I'll be planning on doing a video again about this one. I'm very excited. Should be a blast. I always have a lot of fun at Open Sauce. If you're not familiar with it, if you've never watched my videos on it, the best way that I can describe it is a giant adult science show. Or like science fair. That's basically what Open Sauce is. It's a bunch of makers coming together, bringing their cool props and like electronics and like all sorts and robots and like all sorts of stuff, 3D printing, like all basically like any sort of maker-like thing that you could think of is probably at this convention.
If you know Hacksmith or the Backyard Scientist, it's that group of people.
Yeah, it's Backyard Scientist, Hacksmith, William Osmond is the guy that like officially runs it. Evan and Caitlin.
Adam Savage from the Mythbusters is a part of it.
Mark Rober's gonna be there. And they actually got a whole bunch of other people this year.
Always do.
Electro Boom is gonna be there, which is always really cool. So if you're familiar with his content.
There's a chance that like Ludwig and some of those people will show up just
because yeah, exactly. Because a lot of the people who are doing this are all also YouTubers. Like they're makers, but they're YouTuber makers. And so like most of them have channels and they wanted to have a cool convention that basically was an adult science fair that was not corporate driven in like a lot of other cons end up being. And so that's their goal. And so far they've been succeeding and it's been really, really fun. I can't wait to go this Saturday. But yeah, so no stream this Saturday, but I will be streaming Thursday and Friday, but I will be Chaos Cultist will be here with me, but I won't have any of my girlfriends with me. But I'll be sorry guys.
Listen, I want them to be here probably more than you do, guys.
It's true.
Because if you don't think I'm having a great time behind the scenes, haha. So
yeah, but I do plan on having Shea back on as soon as I can. I'd also love to be able to collab stream with Yaz again. I know we've been talking about that, but because I have Open Sauce coming up and they also have been busy for things, we just haven't scheduled additional times to stream together. But don't worry, I am trying to make that more of a thing, both here and on my OnlyFans. Like, I do want to start doing more collaborative streams on OnlyFans as well.
The blunt truth is that we live in a very nice area for the summer with a lot of things going on, and we're taking advantage of it.
Yep.
This fall and winter, we will probably be a lot more homebody, and I suspect there'll be a lot more gaming and such streams.
Yes, I expect that, like, come wintertime / in the fall, like, you'll probably get a lot more gaming streams. You'll probably get more Lego streams because there'll just be more out that'll be really eager to build. And then obviously you'll get probably more painting streams as well.
And who knows? I mean, there's the so we won't be doing a stream for the Warhammer announcements this weekend.
No, because obviously we're at the convention, so we just won't be able to cover it.
There's weird rumors floating around. There's not like a new edition yet.
Mm-hmm.
But I think because people are starting to get real itchy about how bloated this edition is,
I expect we're gonna start seeing announcements. Although I do think is it this weekend's chat that the new Horus Heresy set goes up for pre-order?
no,
Saturday
it's already
night?
on pre-order.
Oh, it's on pre-order.
So
It's,
it might come out this
I think
weekend.
I think that's what it is. I think it's coming out this weekend. I will eventually get that, but it's not a priority for me right now. Like, as much
Not
as
with all the Lego coming.
not with all the Lego coming
and the backlog.
So I'm just not gonna buy that yet.
But you do have an Emperor's Children tutorial this weekend.
Yes, I am going to finally have the Lucius tutorial out this weekend. I'm very excited for it. I actually really like my script. It just left me a little bit tongue-tied, so I took a little bit extra time to practice it. But I'm really pleased with how I wrote it and how I got it edited down because I was a little verbose in places where I didn't need to be. And I'm very excited to be filming that tomorrow. You can expect some fun pleathery costuming for that particular video. And yeah, so that should be really awesome. So yeah, this weekend is going to be light in regards to Saturday and Sunday. You won't see me. I will be at a convention. I might be posting a little bit on like my Instagram stories, but outside of that, you probably won't hear from me much because I'll be tired because I'll be at a con and having a good time and doing filming through all of that on top of also enjoying myself. But this Thursday and Friday, you can expect a normal 1 p.m. stream from me. I don't think that should be any trouble. My filming should be done by then, so we should be good. And then I'll be back on Tuesday. I almost said Monday, but Monday's normally my day off. So I'll be back on Tuesday with another either hobby stream or potentially something else, depending on I don't remember when Dawn of War is supposed to be out. Oh, July 14th?
No, August.
August 14th. It's August 14th. Okay, so yeah, that'll happen post my birthday. I am planning on doing a birthday live stream. I don't know if I'm going to do
we gotta
one.
sit down and do like a calendar for the next month and a half.
We do, because my birthday's coming up on August 11th, so I know I'm definitely doing an OF stream, and Shea might be there with me for that, but I don't know if I'm doing on the day of a YouTube stream yet, but I'll keep you guys posted. We'll let you guys know what's coming up. Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to sharing Open Sauce with you guys. Yeah, I love making that video, so it's always really fun. I love going to cons and making videos about them and showing them off. So definitely going to have a blast with that. I always do. There's always so much really cool stuff at Open Sauce. It's never been boring, even once when I've gone, and I've gone every year that it's existed so far. So, and hopefully if it continues to stay in the Bay Area, that trend will continue. But yes, thank you. It's on August 11th. My birthday is August 11th. I don't know what day of the month or week that is this year, but I'm looking forward to it. Woo! It's on a Monday? Woo!
The worst of days.
The worst of days. All right. Well, it's going to be a good one this year then. All right. You're getting older on July 27th yourself. Well, happy early birthday to you, Neo. If I don't see you on the 27th, I don't know if I'll be streaming that day or not, but if I don't see you, happy early birthday. And to the rest of you, good evening. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Have a lovely hobby night, and I will see you all next time and on Thursday, because we'll be back again. So see you guys then. Until then, goodbye.